Meet your nail tech. I am the Glimmer Witch. Happy Halloween! Sorry, couldn't resist, guys. Had to put the Halloween bit in there. So anyway, this is a video focusing on e-filing. So I have my e-file on full speed. You need to have it on the correct speed for what you're doing it with. So for this, I'm taking off the gel polish off this clear extension. And on most of these nails, we're actually using a coloured acrylic. So I'm going to take them thin enough so that I can put that coloured acrylic on top. So this is on full speed, and as you can see, it's just keep it moving. You know, when you're on the nail plate, make sure it's downward strokes, lift it off, go back, lift it off, go back, don't saw at it. As you get closer to the natural nail, you need to make sure that you're not going too close to the natural nail. I've got quite confident with this now. I've used it on me a lot, so I know what type of pressure to use. If you have an e-file and you have an extra coarse bit and you have it on half the speed, you will have to use twice as much pressure to get it to take any acrylic off. And what will happen is it will burn your client and it makes it harder for you. You need it on full speed and you need to be gentler with it. You need to use light pressure and let the drill bit do the work. It's as simple as that. And as long as you keep moving, it's absolutely fine. So when you start off, get a coarse bit, but get a safety bit, because that way, if it does touch the skin either side, it's not going to cut them. It's not going to hurt them. On this nail, we're taking the whole extension off because she's having a clear tip with flowers on. So I'm literally using this one drill bit to take the majority of that bulk off and to cut the nail down, so I don't have to keep switching. And you will notice that I do all of the coarse drill bit work first, because it makes no sense to keep swapping and changing your bits over. So I'm taking as much length down as I possibly can with that coarse drill bit. This is still on the same speed, it's just that when I'm nearer that nail bed, I'm tickling, literally tickling. And the best way to get confident with using an e-file is to use it on yourself. That's what I've done. It's took me a while, but I love this extra coarse bit. It is so fast. So if you were doing, you know, just to take the whole extension off, I've left all of this e-filing sections in real time. This is how fast I'm working. So you can see how quickly it's taking it down. It really is fast. So extra coarse bit is from Nail Dot Supplies. I've probably said that already. I apologise. If you hear any background noise, I also apologise. My dog Pepper is quite vocal tonight. Obviously, there've been people around because it's Halloween, and I came upstairs to get some peace and quiet. So I'm also using this bit to reshape. So on shaping, this shape that the client has is the client's request. You know that lots of clients have in between shapes because that's what they prefer. This particular client loves in between a rounded squoval type nail, which I wouldn't normally do on a nail this long. You tend to go more almond shaped or tapered square, or, you know, ballerina. She doesn't like those, and you know what, they're her nails, so I do it. It's absolutely fine. This is only the third time I've done this client's nails, and she's previously had, so you can hear her barking, she's previously had gel polish, which I'm not the best at. It's not my thing. So I was really pleased when she said she wanted to try acrylic colour. So what we are doing on on 3 nails, we are taking it right back to a really, really thin base layer, reshaping, doing the prep work, and we are then going to do a it's a custom colour actually. It's a little pot of little bits of CJP colour that are nudies, a little bit of glimmer, and I've just put them in one pot. so once the pot's gone, it's gone. So that's what we're using. On one nail, we've took the nail off completely because we are doing that glass tip with the flowers in. So this is me. I've left this all real time. I've only cut out unnecessary bits. I have left in this video my prep work, also not cut out if it's using the e-file, so you can see the different bits. They do a 2 times extra coarse bit as well. I shall be getting that next. Not that I can see how this gets any quicker. It's so fast. Anyway, so I'm using that just to reshape it really. I'm trying desperately to hold back from going into an almond shape. Okay, so this is my fine safety bit. So I use this to get into those side walls and over that acrylic. It helps remove any lifting. It helps blend it into the natural nail plate. I'm not using it on the nail plate. I'm going behind the lifting because you don't want to chase it down the nail. And again, if you're unsure, don't use it. Go to a hand file. On this one, I'm literally tickling that off to get as much product off as I can, so I can then wrap this in acetone while I prep the other nails. By the time I've done that, it'll be ready. So as you can see, it's the same motion again. So I'm going up the side there and it's just tickling it. So on this, because we're working on that area, this is on about a speed 13, 14. You will know the right speed for you. And again, I'm also using it just to refine that shape a little bit more, but it's a very fine bit. You know, it doesn't heat up easily. It's a safety bit, so if you catch the end or against that finger, you won't cut your client. Just takes practice. So this is very good when you're doing infills. Very good. I'm not saying I'm perfect at any of this stuff, by the way. I am still learning. I'm currently trying to perfect my prepping even more, because my nails, done by the lovely Rachel at RD Nails and Nanos, are still on, and I'm a horrible lifter, and her prep is absolutely on point. So I'm trying to get better. So yeah, as you can see, look, I'm not on the natural nail, but it's taking it down as thin as you could possibly get it. You know, if she picked something up with these nails at the minute, they would just snap. They are that thin, and that's what you need if you're going to be doing acrylic design, really. So you can see I've wrapped that finger there. So I have sped this up a little bit because you've seen me do, you know, the cuticle tool, Glitter Planet, as always. And look how much is still getting off. You see, you think you've prepped, you think it's okay, looks quite good. So coming in with my file, this file is a slightly worn 100/180 grit, so I'm probably using the, I would say the 180 grit's probably more of a 2 and the 100's probably about a 150 at the minute. So I'm using that to prep the natural nail. I have sped this part up. It's only the bits with the e-filing in that I haven't. So a little close-up view there, so you can see I'm not filing horrendously hard. I'm still struggling getting this shape right for my client, but we're getting there, you know. So just making sure that every single part of that acrylic and that natural nail is blended, and it's you know, it's etched, so that you've got something for that acrylic to grip onto. And I'm just holding the nail when I'm filing it each side because it's so thin. You know, if you don't, it will snap. So this is my Skittle bit. This is on around between a speed 3 and a 5. Don't need it on high. And literally just up and around that cuticle. You can do from the middle of the nail to one side, reverse speed the other side. I don't. I was taught you don't need to, but some do. This is a fabulous bit. My client has very, very nice cuticles anyway, so I didn't use my cuticle bit on this, my cuticle ball bit on this set. But this is the speed I'm working at. You can see how it pushes up and just lifts all of that off that nail plate. It's fab. So I've upped my prep game since I've been doing these videos. So I'm looking forward to next week after, seeing people coming back and seeing how well their nails are doing now. So this is the one that we're taking off completely. Cuticle pusher, just there to take that acrylic off as much as possible. And you can see that my client has a flared nail. They tend to flare at the sides. So I want as little natural nail on show as possible. So I'm doing that as short as I can. I don't show me putting the tip on because, you know, you've seen that. So just cutting that edge and just making sure it's neat. Just tidying it up. But it's nicely etched, you know. We clean all the nails off, obviously, before we start dehydrating, etc. So I'm hoping the e-filing bit helps. I would always say to someone, if you're really uncomfortable doing e-filing, have one-on-one training, you know, get that bit of extra. But I did a course, and then I learned from working on myself predominantly and just taking my time. So before I progressed to my Skittle bit, which you can see is bloody amazing, I used my cuticle ball bit because it's smoother and it's less damaging. It doesn't push onto the nail. So I've left this because you don't need to see this again. So dehydrating. I have cleaned these, by the way, before I've dehydrated. I'm going to put the clear layer on. I haven't left all of my application in. And I haven't left finished filing or anything, but I have left you a video at the end. So clear bead there. So we're going to do that on all 5 nails. So Nail Dot Supplies is very good for drill bits. You can get some of them on the CJP site as well. My brush I'm using, always Tracy Lou. Files, Tracy Lou. I know there's a couple of you that love her files too, because they're the best ever. I'm never changing. And yeah, the colour is a custom colour. You can see it in that pot. Literally, it's just a small pot, and I empty my nudes into that little pot, and it just becomes this colour. There's a bit of rose gold, etc. So I'm using rose gold on all the fingers, but on this one, a little bit of rose gold on that cuticle. Again, get it nice and neat. And just fun it down to where that natural free edge is, but I want to leave that tip clear. And then I use a little bit of crystal glass first, because I find with dried flowers it just helps them stick straight away. Dried flowers I think I got from Glitter Planet. Love them. Wasn't expecting to use them this time of year, but actually really pleased that she did. Really like them. So yeah, they just tend to stay a little flatter if you put that little bit of wet bead. I mean, you have to be careful. This nail came out all right actually, but you know, I do struggle sometimes still with capping and thickness, but I'm getting there. Getting good at it. So anyway, we're nearing the end of the video. I'm not going to ramble on. You've seen these bits, and it's going to cut off soon anyway. So I've just left a couple of bits in. I've left a video of the finished set. Hope this helps. Give me a thumbs up if it does, and let me know. I did my e-file training with Amanda Graves in Essex. She is very, very good if you're looking for someone that end. Manchester end, Janine Hartley. She does e-file training as far as I know, plenty others. So I will leave you to watch the rest of this. I'm going to go now and get a fresh cup of coffee and a pudding, because you know, blatantly at my weight I need pudding, and enjoy the rest of your Halloween evening, and yay, let's start on the Christmas nails. You know it. Wishing you lots of lovely red and green glitter from now on for the next, what is it, 6 weeks? Nah. Okay, right, I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for subscribing. I've got a whole 45 subscribers. I'm over the moon with that. Never even thought I'd get 10. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Please do ask me questions, ask for stuff that you want to see, if there's anything I can help with, and more importantly, if you have advice to give me, please do, because I do struggle, and I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not uppity about it. This is real life. So yeah, pop your comments below. I'm not actually, you know, technically, I'm not going to be a real YouTuber until I get my first horrible comment, am I? And before I forget, because I would, finished picture. There is a cut on my client's cuticle. I did that with the hand file. Gutted after doing that whole e-filing routine and not burning her, not cutting her, not causing her any discomfort, and I do it with the bloody hand file. Such is life. But you know what? Don't charge for that. She got it for free. So there you go. Gonna go. I will talk to you all very, very soon. Thank you for watching, guys.